Today, we're exploring the States General and the storming of the Bastille during the French Revolution, two watershed moments that set the stage for one of the most transformative periods in European history. The States General was an assembly that represented the three traditional orders of French society: the clergy, the nobility, and the common people. This body had not been convened for over 170 years when King Louis XVI called for its meeting in 1789 in response to the country's deepening financial crisis. The representation in the States General was deeply disproportionate, with the clergy and nobility having equal representation despite comprising a small percentage of the population, while the Third Estate, representing the common people, had far fewer representatives. This inequality fueled growing discontent and demands for reform from the Third Estate, who sought fairer representation and a greater say in the governance of the country. The convening of the States General in 1789 was a pivotal moment that exposed the deep-seated social and political tensions in France. The Third Estate, feeling marginalized and voiceless, refused to proceed with the traditional way of voting, leading to the formation of the National Assembly as a representative body for all the people of France. This defiance marked the beginning of a direct challenge to the absolute power of the monarchy and the existing social order, setting into motion the events that would eventually culminate in the French Revolution. As tensions escalated, Paris became a hotbed of revolutionary fervor, and the people's discontent reached its tipping point. This brings us to the infamous storming of the Bastille on July 14, 1789. The Bastille, a symbol of royal tyranny, was a fortress used as a state prison, and its fall is etched in history as a defining moment of popular uprising and defiance. The storming of the Bastille was driven by a combination of factors, including the search for arms and ammunition, the desire to free political prisoners, and a deep-seated resentment towards the monarchy. The uprising was spontaneous and largely unplanned, as the people of Paris, frustrated and emboldened by the defiance of the National Assembly, took matters into their own hands. The fall of the Bastille, while a symbolic victory, also marked the first bloodshed of the revolution, as the people clashed with the garrison before eventually gaining control of the fortress. The storming of the Bastille reverberated throughout France, sparking a wave of uprisings and protests as the people's defiance gained momentum. It symbolized the rejection of monarchical authority and became a focal point for the revolutionary fervor that would reshape the course of French history. The event also had a profound impact beyond France's borders, capturing the imagination of people across Europe and inspiring hopes for change and liberation from oppressive systems of governance. These transformative events, the States General and the storming of the Bastille, underscored the seismic shifts underway in French society and served as a prelude to the radical changes that would define the era of the French Revolution. From the tensions and inequalities within the States General to the defiant spirit of the people storming the Bastille, these moments encapsulate the profound upheaval and the aspirations for liberty, equality, and fraternity that drove one of the most significant chapters in world history.